Now it's side quest time.
It's almost time. I'm gonna make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
7 minutes, Michael. Ah, jump!
You
He
jumped!
jumped. He jumped.
Oh my
He
goodness.
jumped.
Oh my
beginning.
goodness, you jumped!
At the beginning of that. Oh boy. Anyway. Time to do Uncle first. Our best character.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for
Just
you
to
to
warn
get
you guys,
involved, but such
this
are the
one's long.
times we live in, huh?
Like cutscenes
I would
are
have done the same
longer.
for anyone else.
Oh boy.
Far too modest.
Not
Clive.
even our
Make a terrible note.
not even our quest
But tell
travel
me,
dinghy will
is
save
the realm
us.
truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We
I
must move
think
quickly.
Uncle Byron has the longest
Where do we
cutscene
start?
in a
True,
quest. I
Oh,
mean,
boy.
The challenges that face
Which
us
is
are
fine.
many, but
He's
in
the
my
best character.
estimation, there are two key
That is
areas
true.
to be addressed before any other: the realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such
Alright,
cases
I'm back.
are few
Welcome
and
back,
far
Jarrett.
between.
As I was
Yet, the
mentioning,
only remedy for the chaos that faces us
unfortunately,
is
Jared, we're going to have the longest
unity that
cutscenes
transcends
ever
even the borders laid
boy.
down by our ancestors.
for the uncle.
In short, if Storm does not stand
Okay.
together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin?
Jared
to
said
unite
okay
the
to
realm?
that,
The armies,
validates
my
it.
boy, as I
Okay.
told you
which is
already,
good.
we begin
Alright.
by restoring order among the ranks of
Be right
those
back.
sworn to maintain it.
Oh,
Sadly, I doubt I
What?
could convince even
He
the
leaves.
nervous gaggle of privates to
he's
put
like,
a
you
latrine
know what?
together.
Screw it, I'm out.
I do know someone the
These
High
guys can do
Commanders
it
have
without
been
me.
known to listen
don't
to
blame
on
him.
occasion.
if
Field
he's not a big fan of
Marshal
cutscenes,
Eugen
I mean,
Havel.
I mean
I thought he was
quests.
retired.
Yeah, side quests.
He was, until an Akashic army
Which is
tore
fair.
through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is
There are
no
some
man
gamers
alive
that-
more capable.
They only
That don't
appreciate.
like the side quests?
And as luck would have it,
They just-
I've already
Yeah.
spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition, that he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course.
Oh my
not.
goodness.
As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dhalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Alright, our first quest for this Allo 12.
Oh. Well, we can't go in there.
I mean, like the final boss. Oh boy. If we are doing the hunt board, the video's gonna get even longer if we do the hunt board.
Oh, Oh gosh, yeah.
Is it?
If we did that,
Just make it stop. I'm scared.
the darkness and the clouds.
I think no, I think it's still the same.
So once we defeat Ultima, then the sky
you
will
did
go back to
say,
normal then.
Yeah.
Nathan,
What? You just call me?
I did.
What? Something up?
So do you think the Chugbo is a good dude?
Chico was a good dude.
Good boy? No, wait, a good girl.
Michael said it. He's not. Usually it's me.
Wow, now you said it, man.
Now Michael said it. That he's. Michael fell for my trap
I can't be right.
because I kept calling it boy. So he fell for it also.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal. Oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him. Okay.
That's still funny as fuck.
So glad I suggested it.
Yeah, good thing that. Yep.
Now we can hear the screaming Russian kid every day.
Who's in charge here?
Oh, 1 million.
Alright, good enough.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
The way he runs.
I know,
An
right?
envoy.
Wait for me, will you?
I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
How to do?
Alright. Time to get Quentin. Over there.
Very convenient.
I know we're gonna reach like part 60. There's gonna be North Short Let's Plays here. Because we're near the end of the game.
Back to the stables, girl. Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument.
I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Ah, there it is. the quick complete. And teleport right back us to Uncle.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your
Oh,
plan.
so like when you see that quick complete,
I didn't doubt you for a
the quest is
moment, dear
complete.
boy.
Rutherford
I
is accompanying
believe
him
so.
back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They
As
will
is in
await
the
your
name,
return
after all.
there. As will one other.
One other?
Looks like it then, by the looks of how you get that
Lord
option.
Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree
I'm
to
so glad
accord,
that they added that
he
in.
might not be as successful in convincing
Because we
those
would have had
with
to make
political
a,
power.
we would have had to wait
Just
for
if-
extra few
I might
minutes
have a solution,
to get back.
and I suggested a certain imperial
we
lord
pretty much got the
magistrate.
quick complete near the end of the game.
One of your
Like us
co-conspirators?
in our channel.
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his.
I showed you the
Yes.
regular way.
Another outlaw, then.
This is now the modern way.
Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places.
So people who got
Good
this
thinking,
game,
Clive.
like,
I'm
you know,
glad you
very
approve.
late.
The more the
Not
merrier.
like, you know,
eh?
Uncle,
They're the
first
lucky
release like
ones.
ID.
assuming Havel and Quinton
They're gonna
can
finish this
solve
quest
our
now
problem with the
real
armies,
quick.
you still haven't mentioned how we might manage
Indeed,
the grain
they're the
shortages.
they're the
Oh,
real lucky
don't you
ones
worry,
here,
my boy.
because they got to get that update
Seven
before
high
buying the
houses will be
game.
seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most
Even starting out on the
generous
game
of
too.
donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private
That's so
docks
funny.
by the next new moon.
Oh, I thought he said shitload.
Oh, no, no.
Purse strings find them, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You find another bloody road.
Bloody.
And you have so many men, and you're not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you
And what
Well,
kind
now.
of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding. He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw.
What's the bloody?
Once more onto the bridge.
These two.
It's the
What now,
rivalry that
Michael?
counts.
Yeah. What are you laughing
It's
at?
the
Shall we begin again?
just
What we
looking at
seek
the
here is not
cutscene.
to create a new nation,
It's the
nor to
Like I
take
said,
the
rivalry.
thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony?
Oh yeah, this one.
Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
They just didn't care.
Wow.
Well, my
Like,
boy,
that's why there's cricket noises.
the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Hooray! Holy heck! 92! Oh no, wait, 91. I was off by a level.
Alright, that's 1 out of 12.
Woohoo! 11 more to go.
What do you think that thing is?
I think that thing is.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do... Let's see... There's so much side quests. Ah, Joshua.
Clive. Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
Nothing.
It's
You said it!
not nothing.
I've received word from Cyril.
And don't say nothing.
Found Father's will.
Nothing.
Or something akin to it.
His will.
Bruh.
Where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle.
Actually, wait.
After
Don't say
Saying nothing.
the Imperials,
It's
now
nothing.
dying, took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained.
Oh, I got triggered.
And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Well, I was just thinking in
Very
his
well.
head there.
I am ready to leave when you are.
Oh, that was quick.
Oh, perfect.
I guess Uncle Byron has the longest cutscene.
I guess so.
Oh wait, maybe
Now we don't
Gab
have to
has
worry
it.
about it.
Maybe Gab has it. Maybe. Because he looks like an important character. Have like a backstory. He's gonna tell us. Oh god, the boy's back.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, You found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
Oh, you can possibly read it if you want to read this.
Oh, we should be good to go now.
An inheritance.
Ooh,
It would
inheritance.
seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals.
30 minutes left, guys.
Centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
Guessing there's going to be more side quests later next session.
Had he not,
yeah,
he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Oh, this right there. I thought it's gonna be like, we're gonna walk all the way there.
I guess not then.
No.
Ah, I jumped! I jump again!
Twice.
You jumped!
He
Two
jumped
in a row.
Twice.
He jumped.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you.
What just happened?
He jumped.
They didn't jump
I am
twice.
Arthur, retainer of
I was
House
trying to talk to the person, but
loyal
Clive just
servant
jumped.
to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Oh, the music.
Indeed it has.
I think that's
Our
like
father
the
often spoke
music
of the
that
day
played
when our turn would come.
during the when we go
And
to
had he
the
lived to see it, he would have presented
we
you
are
with the
preparing
treasures
for
I
the
bear.
to
Matching
leave to go to Phoenix
armbands
Gate.
for you both.
Like,
Oh,
I think that's
oh
the
yeah,
music.
that's right.
Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father
This will make a good movie.
What say you, Joshua?
What else? Certainly would.
Or even yeah, pretty much Final Fantasy 16. I guess will be good at it if it's a movie.
As like a series. Or a movie
series
too.
even.
When I watched that Final Fantasy 16 commercial, I legitimately thought it looked like a show or something.
I think we saw it during the it was during the 16th event.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
We were watching that, yeah, but no. It's just like a very fun video for that company. Like, I forgot the company who made that video.
Right.
There it is.
Still a good video they made. I liked it, honestly.
I thought it was gonna say like Final Fantasy 16, the series.
Same. That's what I was thinking too. Because they had like real actors and everything. So in my mind I was thinking, must be a series or something they were doing.
But no, it's just like a fun video to promote the game. And it's only available in Netflix.
Oh no.
Of course, Netflix.
Oh no.
Why? Is that a meme? Only available in Netflix? Or because every TV show is in Netflix?
Every TV show is going to be on Netflix.
It's always a win.
Well, you were correct, there is a meme for it. There is a meme for that, actually. You had your game and your Netflix adaptation. Like the Japan version, like you had your manga, anime, Netflix adaptation.
Well, not really.
Pardon?
You or Jerry?
Yeah, the manga, the anime, and the video game. It's most of the games that you play are from Japan.
Yep. Because most well-known video game series are from Japan. Yep.
And they localize it to Netflix.
Not really a big fan of the
Live action.
American.
Not a big fan of the live action adaptations to anime. No,
Come on, it's 1
not a
HP
big
left.
fan.
And I'm like, fuck it.
Enough.
Yeah, enough. Fitting.
Nicely said. Oh, nice Persona, right?
Yep, Persona 5.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
as I said, I think like I'm not really a big fan of American like video game like series.
Yeah. Cartoons.
Of being an adaptation to Netflix?
No, like
Griffin is slain then?
video game like
Hearthstone
series that
claimed.
originated for you in US.
Yeah.
That's what you meant by.
Like Call of Duty.
This radiant luster
Or
like frozen
GTA.
flame. It is just as your father
What else
described
is
it.
American?
GTA is fun.
My lord. Your
Call of
grace.
Duty is fun.
Your father would be so proud.
I only like San Andreas.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him
Well,
shortly.
there's
If
SpongeBob.
you would excuse me,
That's not video game.
I shall have the stone cut.
Oh,
and sent
never mind.
forthwith.
We're talking about video game companies that, or video game series that originated in the US.
Oh.
The armbands are complete. Pray,
Trying to think
take
so.
them.
Yeah.
Are yours,
Hard was
after all.
hard is fun.
Heartstone is harder
Actually.
and more enduring than garnet.
Call of Duty is fun.
It symbolizes unwavering will and
Um,
devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between
I
you
don't know any other game.
It's a message. Father knew we
But
had
again,
enemies
most
both inside and
of the
outside
games
the
I
duchy.
play are from Japan.
Enemies who would thwart his vision.
Yeah, see?
Only with unwavering devotion.
I only know
would it
Call of
ever be
Duty.
realized.
GTA.
Only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield,
That's it.
as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
I know a few games
His grace
that originated from
the
America.
task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this
There's
was more than just
Bioshock.
a message. It was a
Um,
promise
True. I played that.
that he would always be with you.
let's see.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
There's Spyro,
Steadfast custodian of my
Crash
father's will.
Bandicoot.
I thought Spyro is
There is something I don't quite
Japan.
understand. The Undying told me that
No,
my
he's
father died.
no, he's American.
Of the ducal treasures
What was
for her
Crash?
own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them.
Crash is also American.
How
Okay.
were you able to keep them from her?
They were made by the
So
same
was the keeper
company
of the
that
vault.
was
Whilst my
originally in
lonely servant,
America.
Your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of
Let's
you.
see, where's
and
do I
his
know of?
hopes for your future. In the days before the
Does Banjo and
disaster at
Kazooie
Phoenix
count?
Gate, I
Yeah,
discovered that the
Microsoft.
Duchess had ordered her jewelry be
Or
sent away from
WildWare,
the
I should
castle.
say. They're
It
American.
was then that I knew she meant to betray us.
There's Conquer as well. That's also American.
When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the
No,
night.
not Resident Evil.
Destiny?
Yet my duty
Like
to
the-
my
Yeah,
father
Destiny.
was incomplete.
Okay, American.
Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the
Halo?
Heartstone on its passing. And
Yep,
so
Halo's
my
also
pursuit
American.
continued, until
Halo.
Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that his
I
grace's
played
will had
Halo,
been
guys.
recovered,
I haven't played a Halo
and that
game in
his
so
sons
long.
were alive and well.
You haven't?
Lady Goditha,
Pardon?
on behalf of my father
You
and
haven't?
all the people of Rosaria,
I haven't played a Halo
thank
game
you
in
for your
so
loyal
long.
service.
Oh
As do
wow.
I.
So
Thank you,
since
my
I
lord.
was like
Your
like,
grace, for coming
8
back
or
to us.
9, I haven't played a Halo game
In my
since.
service,
I haven't played Halo. I only played Halo once, and my brother kept killing me.
Yeah. Cause remember, it's a Xbox exclusive.
Oh yeah, true.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied
Well, it
to you
was.
for so long.
Well, oh no, wait, that's right. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
For the part you
It's
played.
only Xbox exclusive.
If you
It's
would
also on
like to
Windows,
take my
Mac,
part a little
iOS.
Yeah, but
I'd like
again, you have to
suggest
have
that
an
you make your way
Xbox
to your father's
for it.
memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff. Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on.
I only play Reach,
I suppose it would be churlish
and
not to.
I stopped.
What do you say, Clive? Should we pay father a
I
visit?
just bought it because one of my
I think
friends
we
from
should.
school
Oh,
want me to play with them.
NBA is
Ah.
American, of
Before we left
course.
for Origin.
And obviously, NBA is American.
Is
Yep.
enshrined there.
But those are sports,
Has been
not
since-
not video game
since the day
series.
we recovered it from Phoenix Gate.
Oh well, we'll just let it count it dead.
For it
If
too
those-
All right,
is
then.
part of your inheritance.
Michael,
And I do
Yeah.
not doubt that your
what do you
father
think the
would
two
prefer
character
it in
series
your
are?
hands than
What?
perched upon some lonely rock.
What do you think the 2K series are? NBA 2K 24, 23, 22.
Are they just sports games?
14 is a series of games.
Like sports games?
Because I
It's
think
just
NBA 2K 24, 21, 22, 23, and 24.
but who cares about sports games, right? Like
I
not all the
do.
gamers. Oh, you do. But most gamers will not be interested in sports games like basketball, like 2K stuff or FIFA even. It's only like it's like one of those games.
Big 2K. You know how big NBA 2K is?
Save the world?
Um,
Of course.
I have not played a.
Become father's
I have not played a basketball game.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I still remember the
Fair enough. But still, there's a lot of people who play NBA 2K.
I know the Super Nintendo basketball
That's
game.
why we have our own community around it.
Yeah, but most people will like not really big fan of 2K, like sports games.
Sports game in general.
Like they're not really big like a top.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate
Okay,
conspired
we're
against
now
him, he never lost
visiting
heart,
where our father's
never looked
grave,
back, never stopped fighting.
which is located near Amber.
To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Whoa! We saw a glimpse of him.
It's just an illusion that he's just there.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward.
Not yet.
And to a new beginning.
Side quests. Shit, Josh was like, I mean, Clive's like, onward then. But there's still side quests left to do. Alright, one more side quest.
This is going to be our third side quest.
And it's our final one for this session. And it's gonna be this guy.
There's something about it. I feel...
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words.
Really?
We have to play that every time Clive thinks something.
And that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present.
How else are we supposed to think on this very decision?
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen someone closer.
This will not. If we don't do soundboards, it will get boring.
It's very important.
So at least we play some soundboards just to make the scene some.
Or heroic and funny.
Zare might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I'm nervous.
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my
They
life.
keep letting you in.
Who would that be?
Hey, what?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic,
What did-
no support,
what?
just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out.
No.
It taught me what one man can do
That's
if he
Michael.
puts his mind to it. And
What
I've
did
been
Jared
training
say?
ever since. So that one
He
day,
said something about
I
he's
can be
making me
someone's savior, just like Gav
hate
was
Sid
mine.
or something, I think.
I'm sure he'd
Yeah,
be
they
flattered.
keep making you dead.
You
I'm like,
have good
damn it.
intentions, Ember.
Because Sid is the one
Sounds like you're under no
who
illusions.
freed the bearers.
Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
He's like a savior to them.
Have I
I think he
I'm
still
just making
cannot
you a bit.
You
comprehend.
haven't even started
I'm
yet.
just making you a bit.
Now listen.
Oh, a bit.
Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
That was quite a
Bring
long
it
pause
here,
right
right.
there.
He's like, I don't know what to
Anything
say.
else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
It just brings the chocobo in.
Where is it?
Oh shit!
Oh,
If it was the
Harry,
monster.
there she is.
If it was the monster. Because it shows a red there. That was funny. Like, when Clive whistled, the monster appeared beside him. Like, you know, you see the red marker. He summoned a monster.
Like,
Where'd you go? Oh, over here.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready.
Nope, I guess not done.
Don't get your hopes up yet.
Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Slay the enemy. Gee golly.
He's not ready yet.
Fortunately, he ain't.
Yeah. Oh, that was quick. He's gotta do.
All teams, engage! Go, go, go!
I think this guy is weak to ice also.
Oh, that's no problem.
Because the stagger gauge went down so quick. Now he should be dead by this one.
Vamos acabar com isso agora.
Ember, are you?
He left.
Yeah, he ran away.
Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
Wow.
Did they use the Joestar run?
You got ditched.
No, he's good. He's a scout.
That's what scouts are trained for.
I know.
They go to run away. Oh, but where is he?
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he
He
feel?
ran away.
The Joestar technique that.
He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Hey? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do?
What?
To bring the thing back without getting...
You did get caught.
And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my
For
sight.
this one, you get to pick
Sergeant.
like, did he good? Or did he do bad?
This won't be an easy decision.
He didn't fight, but he still got the, you know,
should have
the,
seen him. The thing didn't
you know,
stand a chance.
to steal his, you know, I mean like,
Welcome back, Sid.
his goal, I mean.
Welcome back, Sid.
What he's told about.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse.
What do you guys think?
I think he
Truth
did
be
well.
told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly
He's a
did not.
coward, but not bad.
I pick yes.
There you go.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
That's very true.
Work. Any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the Cursebreakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
No.
Wow, we
level up again?
Woohoo!
92. And then video's over.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Oh no. A new cyclist has appeared.